What up, though? It's TheSaurus, back with another final table. On the left-hand side, we are actually five-handed in the 109 buy-in, 5K guaranteed on ACR. Currently the chip leader by a very small margin, but we do have a large stack compared to the other three guys in the field. And then the number 2 stack behind us is basically neck and neck with us. So we're just going to let these 3 shorter stacks pretty much self-destruct and dump off their stacks to us over the next couple of levels. Over here on the right side, we are in the $22 buy-in, 8K guaranteed 8 max, and there are 20 players left, 1,548 for first in this one. We're 7th in chips out of the 20 remaining, 1,450 for first in this one that we are five-handed in, and right now we're guaranteed a min cash of 400 and a min cash of 60 in the 8 max. About to come back from break in both of these things and about to upload it as soon as that's done. Thank you guys for the feedback and showing love so far of the YouTube with everything that I've posted to this point. I'm trying to be a little more consistent about it. I'm going to be posting some more battle related content within the coming weeks. Maybe even within the coming days, because it's definitely been a busy last couple of days, battle-wise, poker-wise, all that shit. Obviously, the world is having a slight meltdown over my battle with Averb, which is kind of interesting, but whatever. Alright, we're back from break with Ace-10 offsuit. Wow, first hand back. If it folds around to the button and he shoves, we're just going to jam behind him because the stack next to us only has 20 bigs. And there's no point in just calling and then calling off if he were to reshove. Okay, that's a little different. Wow, I think we're probably going to 3-bet here with the Ace-10. And if he jams, I think we can... Wow, I don't want to have to 3-bet fold, but maybe I do have to 3-bet fold. Wow. Alright. I think it's too strong to fold. I don't really like flatting, though, out of position. I'd rather just do this. Yeah, if he jams on us, though, I think it's probably safe to fold the hand. Sorry, I just got some OG Kush going. We are 7-handed, though. Makes the hand value go up just a little bit. But he's going to be opening from the cutoff very wide. Especially with his stack size. He had a bigger stack than us to start the hand, which means he's in like the top 6 in chips at least. So he's going to be opening pretty wide, and we just take it down. And we overtake his chip position just like that. But yeah, like I was saying, from the cutoff, he's going to be opening wider than Ace-10 a large majority of the time. We have his opening range from there pretty well smashed, and might as well take advantage of that, especially in like a late stage of the tourney like this, where yeah, we're down to 19 now. We'll get a small pay jump once we get down to 18 players. Nothing to write home about or anything, but we're getting closer towards that money up top as we work on the grind. King Deuce offsuit in the big blind in the 5-handed final table. That's going to be an easy fold. This guy Marcus Smart, I respect his name already. Go Celtics, but he's been playing relatively tight and solid on the final table so far. Hey Do Speed, we do have marked as doing some things that I guess we've considered out of line, but he also is consistently deep in tournaments and someone to watch out for, especially since he does have a big stack. He's capable of winning this thing, no question. The guy's just always deep in these things. A1 Sauce, who we have marked in blue, is also... He knows who I am as a battle rapper, also a really solid reg on the site. I don't know about like full-time reg, but he plays a decent amount of volume on here. He beats the site, and I respect the way the guy plays. Jigga James, I'm not too familiar with. I could probably look him up, but we don't really have very many hands to even know if there's a large... there's probably a large enough sample size if he's been around for over a year. We only have 250 hands with him, which isn't a lot compared to guys like Hey Do Speed, who we have over 5,000 with. Well, Ace King of Hearts in the good one. Or whatever, I guess these things are both good. We're gonna 3-bet again, and I'm not willing to fold this time. We'll be 3-bet jamming. I mean, calling off if he crams. It's just too strong of a hand to fold. There's a weird scenario that could play out that would lead to us folding, like shove from this guy. Okay, now we're never folding. But if it would have went like shove behind, shove big stack, and then call, then I think we're probably it's a horrendous flop for us. He probably jams ace queen. I don't even know. Just gonna check back. I don't want to put myself in a weird position where I have to, or I bet like 40-something thousand and then he just rips 150. Wow, he just cold rips. I mean, he could easily just be taking the play away from me with a worse hand. There's no question, but we didn't really improve. We're gonna drop a couple of spots in chip position, but I obviously cannot just call off myself there with ace king high and no backdoor, no flush draw or anything like that. No insurance for my hand. Oh, we got ace king again, and we're absolutely going to be getting it in again if we have the opportunity to. It's not a hand with a sub 30 blind stack that I'm really willing to fold at most tournament stages, if any. Like I said, a very strange or rare scenario would have to play out as far as like multiple jams behind me, super tight players getting all their money and things like that. People who, God, it's just brick. We're going to check back again because that's a flop that definitely hits him 1,000 times more often than it hits us. And it sucks because he's probably just going to lead again and take it away from us. Yeah. I mean, it's half pot. We're getting about 3-1 on a call where we're at best 6-1 to make a pair and improve. There's no river cards that we can really like except for like a non-heart ace or king that we can even want to proceed with. But I think I'm just going to fold the hand. Get about 20 bigs now. Ace king, back-to-back bricks. Frustrating, but it happens. Frustrating folding the king 9 suited, but under the gun, even 7-handed under the gun, with 19 bigs, I'm never playing it. We're now second in chips over here. Haydu Speed has taken over the chip lead, but that's okay. We're now down to 18 left in the 8 max. It'll move to 2 tables, obviously, once it gets down to 16. That's why there's still a spot open over here, not the regular 9 max. I do pretty well in the 8 max on here. 6 max, I smash pretty hard too. This 109 5K specifically, I do okay on a regular basis, I would say. Wow, are we down to 17 or something? I just table changed, so that's for balance purposes. I'm going to do a little downsizing until the live big blinds come in, just because they show up super wide of the table, and I want to drag them over. Oh, we're down to 18. Weird. 9th out of 18. Hopefully we can make another final table run. That'd be super sick. Another double final table. I've only done a few of these things. 2 double final tables out of 3 series is pretty fucking impressive. I should have a new Tournament Poker Edge series coming out soon as well. Hope you guys are hyped on that. I final tabled the 50K, the 215 buy-in, 50K guaranteed on ACR yesterday. Ended up unfortunately busting 8th, but I live sweated starting at like 15, and it was definitely fun and interesting. Some cool hands leading up to it as well, so it should make for a nice, you know, probably a 4-part series, something like that. I ain't mad at it. Anyways, Queen 8's going to be a fold to the min open. This guy, Jigga James, has accumulated a small amount of chips. Yeah, we're still at 18. Second smallest stack on this table, only really by a couple of big blinds compared to the guy who's in the small blind with me. But one of the smaller stacks. It's good, though, obviously, having bigger stacks on the table who can fully double us through. If this folds around to us on the final table on the left side, I'm just going to shove it against his 13 big blind stack. That's what we got to do. 14 big blind stack, but I mean, we do have ace high. More often than not, he's just going to be folding. There's also not a huge amount, but there's a little bit of ICM implications involved in him not making a bad call off there with, you know, some sort of king rag or something like that. This guy Marcus Smart has basically the same stack he does, and they are looking at another $100 pay jump, you know, for whoever, I guess, out-survives the other, or if Jigga James were to go bust before either of them. Obviously not the flop that we wanted, but we're going to c-bet a paired board pretty much every single time. Every single time that we are the pre-flop opener, at least, and have position and are dictating the pace of the action. It's not going to be very often that he connected. I guess he has a 10 ball. Well, we turned a double gutter, though, which is nice. There's some river cards that are going to be good for us. Obviously, we're going to check back and try to peel one of them. The 7 is the most ideal because it's more deceptive. Just like a big fat 7 of hearts would be the best card. I mean, there's nothing that we are in any kind of shape against to continue in the hand. Him checking river is weird. He probably has like a weak ace high. There's a chance it's like king jack, I guess. Jack 9, but no, I'm just gonna yeah, okay, ace high. Weak ace, like I thought. He defended it. He could have just jammed pre and won the pot too. Ace 5 off. You can make a case for opening it. I think I might just... Well, 100% I'm laying it down now. I might have folded there anyways, though. I don't know. Let's get a call. Hey, do speed. It's kind of a nice name. Even though I'm just over here getting my cush on. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Not let's see about the Jack 4 offsuit. I was, someone was wishing me luck via the phone on this final table. So thank you, homie. Oh. DeMarcus Cousins went absolutely nuts tonight, and heard a couple of rumors today online about him him coming towards the Celtics. There's some talks of that, which always hypes me up. Oh, we're down to the final 2 tables now in the 8K8 Max. Everything just filled up, as you guys can see. I don't think we're going to even defend ace deuce off out of position against the chip leader when we have the second biggest stack. There's really no need for us to get out of line there. We can find way better spots like this one where it's going to go fold, and then we're just going to open rip against his stack again and hope that he doesn't wake up with a better hand. I know he's not going to like that much. Ooh, oh, same hand, okay. Fair enough. Good hand, homie. My hand. Fortunately, he didn't have a hand like a king queen or something like that. King and jack. That would have been shitty. King 7 of hearts on the button will be an open, obviously fold to a shove. He still has enough chips to where it's would be a bad call off. So we're just gonna open for a little more than the minimum. Hope to get folds. Jigga James seems to be willing to defend against us. But if he plays back at us now, we at least know that he's just, I guess we at least know that ace-8 off is below his 3-betting fight back range from the blind versus button open. Let's get a call. One time. Marcus Smart. Every time Marcus Smart is involved in a pot, I think about that Sioux Surf bar. If this Marcus Smart, he'll stay out the crowd. Something like that. Whoa, ace 5 of hearts, 7-handed. Yikes. Opened. This is tough. This is like right on the fence. He could definitely be opening a lot of weaker hands. I think we're going to get it in here with the 16 bigs and the ace 5 of hearts. It's really We're like 30% equity against any hand that's not aces. Worst case scenario, I think we can get a couple of better hands to fold. Sick, we got folds. I was gonna say we can get a couple of better aces potentially to fold, and then there's a lot of hands that we're flipping with that are gonna call. We just don't really want to get called by pair, you know, or an ace. But even a naked ace, or even another Broadway ace or something like that, we're like 30% equity against them. That's not a terrible shape. Let's see. We're just around average stack. Average for the final table is going to be about 440, 450K. So that'll be our initial target, other than following through with our plan of just picking our spots well, getting it in good. We might have to limp here. Marcus Smart's folding. If this Marcus Smart, he'll fold his button again. Call off. A call would just be good there for us because one of those guys would be going bust basically no matter what. We'd be looking at an improvement in our pay situation. We hit another pay jump over here up to 100, so right now a combined 500 between these two. What's the next pay jump? Only a $20 pay jump, one more spot, and then we get to the final table, only 20, but then it starts getting to be some better money once we're on the final table. I can't complain. It's been a pretty decent month so far. I've put in, I think, like 6 sessions. Well, that's a big hand. I've put in, I think, 6 sessions so far. I have 3 winning sessions, a break even, 2 that are like just below break even. So it's been a very nice start to the month. And today, right now, we're currently basically like free rolling. So anything that we can improve upon here is just going to be profit for the day, and I'm down with that. Ugh, horrendous flop, especially against a small blind defend. Way worse than a big blind defend. I'm honestly going to just check back one time. I don't want to be faced with a check shove if I bet like 29,000 and then 106K jams. If he checks again here, I think we can probably take a stab at it. I don't like opening with the King 8 of hearts just because of the 9 big blind stack behind us. But, wow. That's a little too small of a bet to fold to. I think we can peel one time, even though it's very likely that he does have an ace. And if he just fires river, I mean, it's not likely that the big blind has an ace, but it is likely that the small blind could have defended a weak ace. Now it's very unlikely that either of them do. I mean, it's still more likely that the small blind does, but if it goes like check here or something, there's a reasonable chance that we have the best hand. It's like the best worst river card for us, because especially if this guy like just bombs, that'd be shitty. Wow, he does just bomb. What is going on here? I don't know. I think I have the best hand. Does he really have? So trash. I mean, I guess he's not bluffing. I still think there's a chance he could be bluffing there. God, that's so stupid. Ace 8 off. It was a bad river. Oh, that's a good hand for us, though, in the final table. We're going to be 3-betting for sure. We might even just flat. Okay, now we're just going to shove. Sorry, bud. I know he hates it for sure, but he knows at least that I'm not doing it with just ragdoll hands. It's going to be good enough to, especially if it goes fold now. If it goes like Marcus Smart, if he gets it in, I'm calling for sure. Snap call. If Jigga James were to jam behind, I think I have to fold. My call obviously looks strong. His shove looks really strong, though. Can we fade a6? Let's get it. Okay, low ball. Nice. Chip leader, four-handed. Nice little pay jump. Up to 5 hundo. And we've got some profit for the day. I'm going to fold the a6 off only because I've got, like I said, the 9 big blind, the 9 big blinds stacked to my left. I don't want to obligate myself into calling off to that with a hand that I know he could just have so buried. OG life. We're about to be all in with the king jack of clubs. Really annoyed about that 2 kings, but I should have probably folded. I mean, seeing his hand, clearly I should have fucking folded. But that marks the 3rd time this tournament that I've lost with kings in a row. I lost kings to queens, he flopped a queen, kings to ace 10, they flopped an ace, and kings to ace 8 off. Go fuck yourself. Busto in that one. I guess it's mostly my bad. It's kind of a bad call with kings, but I guess there's probably some hands that he's going to bluff with there. And the ace river makes it so much less likely that he has an ace. Yeah, man. Call for sure from Hedu. Yeah, okay. Ace or a queen would be awesome. There it is. No diamonds. I was just about to say no diamonds, and then I knew that they were going to come as soon as the turn hit. Well, nice hand to the homie, though. Can't be mad at that. Let's get it. Just going to surrender the button this time. We're going to open here, obviously. Especially now that he has more chips behind. Makes our decision making a lot easier. To just fold to that exact play instead of being forced to call. Like a 8 or a 9 blind shove, something like that. Oh, limp under the gun is a weird play. God, stupid kings. That's my bad. Tried to be a hero. We would have 15 blinds if I decide to not be heroic there with 2 kings. Unsuccessfully heroic. And then king jack can't beat an ace and a 3. Kind of annoying, but whatever. We'll be alright. If this thing somehow goes to break, that is where part 1 will come to an end. And we will come back with the conclusion. But I'd be kind of surprised. Just the structure is kind of fast. These guys are about to have 20 bigs. A lot of them are about to have 20 bigs shortly, to be honest. In one hand, 2 of these guys are going to have 20 bigs. Folded the queen jack offsuit, which I would have turned a double gutter. I was going to say I probably would have surrendered on the flop, though I don't know, unless it was like a 2K bet just like that, then I would have peeled one time, and then I would have made the nuts. Because if I peel one time, I turn the double gutter, and then I don't fold, and then, yeah, I make the nuts. Kind of a tight fold, but not really. I mean, yeah, four-handed queen jack is okay, but I'm out of position. And I would rather these two just go to war with each other and, you know, let the guy who opened take advantage of his position and abuse. Oh, set life. The hand might have played out a lot differently if I came into the pot, but I feel like some chips would have gone in. Easy fold with the 7-8. Come on, guys. It's about time to start spazzing. Not spazzy enough. 4-6, easy fold. 22 bigs and 16 bigs for James and Haydu Speed. We've got about 40% of the chips in play. Or roughly, a little less. About a third. A little over a third. Going to celebrate today's profitable day with some tacos. Standard procedure in the life of a fat child. Next pay jump is 150 more bucks. 650 would be kind of cool. Just fold the 10-5 of hearts, just like we're going to do with the 3-9 off. Bad call off by me with those two kings. I'll be over it. I'm not going to let it affect this tourney or anything. It's just annoying. 3 fucking times I lose with kings. Oh, that's better than kings. Let's get an open. Let's get just like spaz. Oh, I was going to say just like 2 9s. Open rip. Come on, guys. Play back. Sorry, just giving a homie an update on how I've ended up busting. My bad. We're definitely going to defend here. Ooh, not the best, worst flop for us. We're going to at least peel 1 time. We might even just check jam on him. I mean, he has 15 bigs that I don't really like check jamming on a paired board. I'd rather peel and then just turn the nut flush, and then we can just lead into him for over half pot and just make him get all his money in if he so chooses. And hopefully we're not against something incredibly unlucky to where we're really actually drawing to that 1-outer, you know? But I could be leading with the king there on the turn because it's not a bad chop card. I guess I should have checked 1 time. You know, it kind of counterfeits better aces than ones that I might have defended with. I don't know. It's probably a bad lead. But I didn't want him to peel. We're just going to check this king 7. I actually am a big fan of just betting small blind against big a lot of the time. But I like to at least have some sort of like reasonable backdoor draw. I guess that king and having a backdoor. I had a backdoor straight draw and an overcard, which isn't too bad. But I don't know. If I would have had like king 7 of spades, I'm probably betting there. If I have like backdoor flush, straight, and the over, I think I'm betting there. Come on, James, call off. Be a hero. Sometimes a hero does come along. Not when you have king deuce offsuit. Let's get a call. Come on. You want to. You got like king 5 suited. And you want to call. That's just no heart. Had to have been like queen 6 then. Don't jam. I'm still gonna fold to that. I mean, I know it's 4-1 on 4-5 offsuit, but give the big blind a walk here. And then we'll just pick up another monster on the button like we've been doing. It's usually what happens. Nah, it's not a monster. Probably good enough to open though. Tough for James to defend light. Nah, I mean now it's a little easier, but with his stack size it would have been tough for him. Ooh, I think we might take one stab. I mean, there's only one way that we can win this hand, and it's definitely not by making it to showdown. So let's take a stab. I was gonna say let's take. Oh, we turned the world, so that's cool. We do have some outs backdoor, and we get to see it all the way down. If we can just turn like the four or river the 4 clubs, we might be able to win a really big pot. Brick City 4 spades would have been just cool. Yeah, I mean he's defending aces there often, even queens, even king queen, something like that. He's not gonna 3-bet me with his medium aces really. I'm gonna open with this ace. 4-handed, try to put some pressure on the guys in the blinds who are sub 20 big blind stacks. Alright, I need to just chill out is what I need to do. I mean, it's still a pretty standard open, ace high, 4-handed, but stupid. And that's gonna be a pretty easy fold no matter what happens. Someone's gonna try to pounce on our blind. Come on, speed shove. You've been so quiet. There he goes. Call. There it is. What am I? Okay, we don't. Why swap a royal? Okay, the nuts, and we're 3-handed. Awesome. Well, equal stacks, 3-handed basically, and I would say it's the 3 most competent players who came into this thing, so that's cool. Shout out to these guys. I'm going to downsize the table a little bit and just focus. Myself in the mode. Obviously we're opening here. Oh. Let the Twitterverse know that we're 3-handed. Standard procedure, right? And everybody basically equal in chips is going to make this a fun play out. I guess I might even you know what I might do is if we end up getting heads up, I think I'm gonna end before break. If we end up getting heads up, I'm gonna end it there and then come right back live. I'm gonna time stall and whatnot and come right back with part 2, which will just be the heads up portion. I think that'll be fun. Oh, let's see what we get going here. I wouldn't mind these guys just blasting off against each other. No worries at all. Let's pay jump. $250 pay jump up to second place for $900. Let's get it. Should probably let the snappers know. You know what I'm saying? Let's just make some money today. Never a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we can't just get a jam and a snap call. Both of you. Oh, just kings, huh? Sick check back. I mean, it's a terrible board. Super sick check back, though. But I guess what can you get value from? Anything. He might call, hoping to chop if you bet super small, but you could be opening yourself up to get jammed on, which you never want. Just like Jack Deuce. Speaking of things you never want. Boom. That was for the snappers. Another fold, 8-4 off. Getting kind of cold decked here in these more sort of important spots. Three-handed in the turning. I mean, we came into this thing with a nice stack. I don't even want to open here, to be honest. Like, you could make a case for it, but fuck all that. Shout out to the homie Alex Keating, always sending us entertaining snaps from his adventures in life, where he is just an absolute savage in many aspects. Shout out to him. Super cool dude. Met him for the first time 2 years ago at the World Series. We were playing the little one drop, and he got tabled with me, and he was in a hand with me. We played probably 2 orbits, and then we were finally in a hand together, and he was like, "Oh shit, you're TheSaurus," and he's like a Bay Area dude, and I guess his brother is also a Battle fan too, so shout out to his brother. Yeah, and then he like came over and like took a selfie with me while we were in a hand, which was funny because he was in like seat. I was in like seat 4 and he was in seat 8, and he came over and took a selfie with me. Savage, pure class. A lot of people get tilted by the guy's talk and whatnot, but nah, he's a fucking boss. River Deuce, we probably had the best hand anyways with Queen High the whole way down, but I'll take a little extra showdown value, just in case he somehow had just like even a better queen. Fold Jack 4 off, of course. We're just sort of staying in this little stationary spot we built ourselves. Because other than those aces, we haven't seen too many hands. I mean, I opened and folded some stuff, but someone just talked about the rules of battle rap on my Twitter feed, and I can't handle people that do that. No offense to anybody that does that, but I don't know what rules you mean. Other than like don't punch the guy, what rules are you referring to? There's nothing set in stone. You're just not supposed to physically attack someone. That's like the staple rule. But besides that, God, I should have fucking folded those kings against ace 8, huh? No worries, we're three-handed. We've got way more important things to think about now than busting a tourney. We gotta think about winning a tourney. I can defend here, especially against a small blind raise if he were to raise. I'm gonna see like 3x's. I don't really like defending against the 3x with a hand like this. But I will just check. And I'll check back when he checks the flop. If he bets, I might even peel one time. Queen High is going to be the best hand a lot. We turn a flush draw, so we're never folding if he bets here. We're just going to bet because he probably would have tried at least breathing on the pot if he had a stronger hand, unless it's an 8 or an 8 deuce or an 8-7 or something like that. Then he's, of course, just going to let us go ham. But, nah, we good. He keeps giving walks, too. He's not really being very aggressive with his button. And I'm just going to fold the Queen 4 offsuit, getting some really shitty hands in the small blind. But it will open things up for us to attack. One of these times we get something even middle of the road in the small blind. Because we've shown him that we don't get out of line without, you know, a real hand. And we give him walks when we don't have a hand. So he knows that I'm not just going to be popping into there. And he probably folds to about 2/3 of the button opens, or the small blind opens that he sees again. People trying to steal his blind, basically. Be out here. Trying to see what's really good. I know that went up. Boom. Okay, fair enough. We have made a few hundo for the day. Never a bad thing. Just want to make it over 1,000 for the day. And if we chip this thing, we can make it a 4-figure day. Never a bad thing. I would maybe consider defending against a min open. Actually, I would for sure defend against a min open with queen 8. I'll absolutely gladly check. We probably flop the best hand. He might even lead. We're going to never fold. We're just going to bet. If he does something out of line, I mean, if he check raises even, I think I can call one time. Depending on the turn card. Proceed with the hand accordingly. We have the best hand more often than not. There's going to be a few times where he's limping weak aces there, and then he's checking to let me take a stab at it. But there's also going to be a lot of times where he's just surrendering and has absolute error and completely missed. 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. See, now we have a hand that we can raise with. He kind of has to give us credit since we've given him a walk like 3 times in a row. I wouldn't be mad at a defense. A lot of people defend their big blind regardless, but if he plays back at us, it's never going to be, he's never making the old 7-3 offsuit 3-bet against us. We'll probably defend against that. Definitely defend. Good flop for us. Middle pair with an ace kicker. I'm going to at least call one time. There's a chance I call again. Yeah, I think we have the best hand. I'm going to give him another shot to maybe breathe on it. Ooh, he bets. That's interesting. I'm going to call. He might... he turns a 10. I guess we should have check raise flop. Good check back on the turn. Kind of annoying. We'll just limp here with the queen 10 if we get the opportunity. Unless button opens, then we'll fold. 21 bigs. Gonna be looking for a jam spot or a re-jam spot sooner than later. We'll take a stab with the gut shot, the over. I'm going to bet again. Too much equity to just surrender, and I'd rather do it for my price than his. 9 ball. So stupid, man. And that's just going to be a check shutdown. He probably has an 8. We can beat 9-10. Can't beat much besides 9-10. Can't beat... Yeah, we can beat queen 9 and 9-10, but I don't see him calling twice with queen 9. That's stupid. Alright, we're going to open here. We've been very laid back with our buttons so far. It's time to at least make an open. God, it's so annoying. Well, we just need to find a double now. We're going to defend here. Unless he shoves, which he very well could. No, he doesn't. Okay. Flop bottom pair. Call one time and try to peel the world, which we do. That is definitely the world. I think I might be willing to even get a lot of chips in. Yeah, I think I'm just going to shove here. And, we have the 6 blocker to 4-6. We have a straight flush draw. A lot of outs if we don't have the best hand at the time. And there's, I was going to say, a very reasonable chance that he folds because it's not very likely that he has an ace there given our stack sizes. He's never really going to be with an ace against my stack size. He's just going to get it in. I might, however, check back ace deuce. There's 7s and even better 5s there that he's just going to have to dump. And we're back to 20 bigs. And these guys are playing a nice sized pot against each other. Let's go A1 sauce. mean, get it in and let's go A1 sauce have a real hand is what I mean by that. Oh, he's at least deliberating whether or not... Okay. This pot could inflate to a size that is very favorable for us. Bad card for A1 sauce if he has a one pair type hand. And hey do speed because he could easily be flatting with a hand like Queen Jack. I mean, given that he's just check back turn, it's unlikely that he has a hand like that. Ace 8 makes a lot of sense. Even a King 8 or... The old third pot river value. He loves going for the third pot river value. Something I need to implement more into my own game, to be completely honest. I think I check back probably a little too often. There it is. Did he actually turn the nuts and then slow play it? No, just Queen 10 and we're heads up. Awesome. Let's go. Great call on the river. And we are heads up for 1450. And real quick, I'm just going to have to snap a photo because there's a good chance that the money could be going in with this hand right here. Gotta let the Instagrammers know what's good, you know. I'm gonna limp with the intention of limp shipping. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna check back flop because we're either insanely ahead or ridiculously behind. We now undoubtedly have the best hand, and I'm actually gonna take a new photo. Wow, am I a square? We're actually also gonna ride this thing out until break because there's no point. Ew, that was a terrible pick. What else? Great river card for us because, well, I was going to say it's a great river card for us to bet get a street of value out of because there's such a good chance that he's just playing board. Now we're going to overbet and make it look like we're stealing. But it's all good. I ain't mad at it. We're just going to check back the King 10 heads up. Check flop. Easy surrender. We can limp here. Ooh, he shoves. That's an easy fold. Surrender the Jack 5. Sorry, I'm just letting a couple of folks know that we are heads up. As well as the Insta world. Okay, we can raise this hand, though. That's for sure. We're going to have to fold, though, if he comes back over the top, I think. Which he doesn't. I don't... I mean, I guess I can defend here. I should defend. It's a connected hand. And we flop bottom too. Good thing I didn't fold, huh? Unless he just has some absolute monster. It's a pretty wet board though. Kind of draw heavy. And the ace being out there and him being the raiser means there's a chance that he has a good enough hand to get some real money in the pot with me. So let's just try and get a full double up. Whatever. We'll take the pot down there and that's not even a problem. I'm going to let the snappers know real quick that we're heads up. Limp. Easy. I'm just gonna fire one time, see if I can get him to surrender his hand. There's gonna be he's gonna miss everything so often that when we're in position we should at least take a stab, and then if we turn some more equity we can take another stab, but we didn't there, so we're just gonna shut it down and win the pot. No worries, I'll be alright. I think I might just jam. Increase my stack by over 10% there. I know it's a big shove, 20 bigs, but when he's limping, he's very rarely limp trapping. We're going to raise, hopefully get it in here with this hand. 20 big blinds, it is by far strong enough to get in if we're put to that test. Seven deuce is not what we had in mind. That's a good enough hand to raise too, but unfortunately we will have to raise fold it if put to that decision, which I hope we're not. Fuck. It probably would. I was just thinking it's probably better to just limp there. It's a strong hand to see a flop with, heads up, in position. If we can somehow get away with, well, we're getting it all in here, that's for sure. I was gonna say if we can somehow get away with even just limp calling like a 3-blind raise. Oh, that's the worst. Man, terrible. Peace. Deuces against threes. That's so dirty. All good though. $900 for our second place effort. I am not going to complain whatsoever. We've had another profitable day, which I'm happy about. We're having a good month so far. Thank you all for joining me. I am going to shut things down now, and I'm going to upload this shit. So enjoy. TheSaurus here, a.k.a. Drawing Board, signing off. Peace, fuckers.